Well, welcome to another episode of the Speak Black Woman podcast. I'm so excited that you have decided to quarantine with Quinn. And this is something that I do every single Wednesday. And if you are brand new to me, my name is Quinn Conyers, and I broadcast the brilliance of Black women in business. I literally show you how to turn conversations into cash so you can profit from public speaking virtually and in person. I personally believe that you can make money speaking even if no one is paying you up front. In this particular podcast, what we do is we talk about how you can use your voice in every aspect of your business and in your career, because your voice is your secret weapon. And the more you use your voice and you actually commit to not being silenced or muzzled, I believe the more successful you will be. So let me tell you something. I have been gathering some of my very best guests, friends in the speaking industry to give you information and knowledge. To be honest with you, I wish I had when I first started speaking, or even as an entrepreneur. And today is no different. Our guest is all about making your voice visible, really in a creative way, right? So a lot of times when you talk to speakers and entrepreneurs, it's always about the mechanics of speaking, right? Not to say make sure your energy is high, make sure you're using your nonverbal communication, making sure you can get paid to speaking. But honestly, that's only half the battle. The way you show up online, the way you show up on your website, the way you show up on social media matters. And your digital footprint can be just as commanding or threatening depending on how you use it. But before we go into our guests, I want to know who is rocking and rolling with me. I see a few people jumping on. If this is your first time catching Speak Black Woman podcast, I want you to go ahead and type first time in the comments. However, if you've been rocking and rolling with me since last March when I started this, you are officially family. I want you to go ahead and put tribe in the comments. That way I know where you are. If this is your second or third time, you are no longer a newcomer. You are a part of the Speak Black Woman tribe, and I want to make sure that I honor you, and I want to make sure that I celebrate you. So today, I'm excited, and you're here for a couple of different reasons. You want to know why or how or what is the marketing and branding materials you have to make your voice visible right now. It's not just the words that come out of your mouth, Robin. Hey, I'm glad that you're here. Also, it's not about, hope I'm saying your name correctly, Arajai, hope I'm saying your name correctly. It's not just about that. It's about your digital footprint. It's about that. So we're going to get into that. So first and foremost, you already know that I love Black women. I love to inhale cocoa butter, exhale wisdom. But every now and then, there are people who are not Black women who I know are amazing that I have to share with you. And our guest today is honestly, I believe, one of the secret weapons in speaking. Like, if you don't know who this man is, what rock have you been hiding under? Or I'm about to introduce you to somebody who's going to rock your world and blow your speaking mind, because he's so amazing at what he does. And there's a lot of people who are good at what they do. A lot of people who are even great at what they do. But then there's some people who are grand, or as he would say, the greatest of all time. And that's who he is. And I'm excited to bring him to you today. So our guest today is Mr. Marshall Fox. And if you are not familiar with Marshall Fox, he is a graphic designer, a brand consultant, and he is the CEO of 120 Design Studio LLC, one of the highest rated graphic design agencies in the United States on Facebook. He's also located in Maryland. I know him personally, and he has a boutique firm that specializes in serving authors, speakers, and coaches and solopreneurs in two areas, to make sure they consistently tend to fall short, and that's branding and online presence. So he makes sure that you are seen and heard. Marshall, and I can attest to this, has a keen sense of design and attention to detail that really helps his clients increase their brand awareness, credibility, and of course his sales. In less than 3 years, Marshall has entered the graphic design space and took over. He's helped over 400 clients and has built 120 Design Studio into a 6-figure agency. Marshall and his team have enjoyed helping their clients ensure the quality that their brand matches what their services, their products, and overall what they offer. When Marshall is not sipping coffee and obsessing over color palettes, he is spending time with his wife and his 4 children. So I'm so excited to welcome Mr. Marshall Fox to the Speak Black Woman podcast. Welcome, sir. How you doing? How you living?
I'm doing phenomenal, Quinn. Thank you so much for having me. I'm honored to be here. Hopefully you can hear me okay. I'm having a little bit of feedback issues on my end, but your audio is a little sped up, but hopefully you can you hear me okay?
I can hear you okay. And Natasha, I see that you are in the audience as well as Robin. Are we good audio, me and Marshall? Sometimes StreamYard can be a little funky like that. Okay, and it says I'm breaking up. Give me 1 second. Hold
Okay. What's good, y'all?
on. Okay, is this a little bit better, Kathy?
Yeah, and actually, when you just was talking about somebody in the audience, you were perfect. So now you're good. So, um, hopefully we're good now.
Okay, so Marshall, this is exactly the reason why I might be using my Mac and switching to Ustream because I've been having
Right.
way too many issues with StreamYard. But
Oh, you got to come
anyway,
over to Ecamm. You got to come
yeah,
over to
okay,
Ecamm. I'll get you
Ecam.
right. Yeah.
Listen, don't threaten me with a good time. You already have gotten me together. Okay, so Marshall, I just read your amazing bio, and how we first connected was through Brian Olds, the Black Speakers
Yes.
Network. And
Yes,
when I
Brian.
first initially met you, you were working with speakers. I mean, that stood out to me. Speakers are making sure that their brand identity and online presence was magnificent. So I'm just
Hmm.
curious. I know
Hmm.
that you've been pivoting a little bit. That's like the buzzword now. But in the beginning, why speakers? You could have chose architects, astronauts, you could have chose lawyers, dentists, doctors. Why did you want to super serve speakers in the areas of brand development and online presence?
Well, to be honest, Quinn, speakers found me. They chose me. you know, I roll with a guy named Eric Thomas. I actually joined his community a few years ago, and that's kind of where I got my start. I just served in that community. I did some free work for some folks, and things kind of snowballed from there. And a lot of the clients that came to me were speakers, authors, coaches, and consultants. So I worked with a lot of different people, but I found that speakers, they value what I did. They had the means to pay me what I was worth, and I enjoyed working with them. So with those three things being true, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna stay in this space. So that's where I've been ever since.
Awesome. I love it. And let me tell you something. Marshall is not good, not great, but he is grand at what he does. And he
Thank
said
you.
something to me. He was like, I take people from good to GOAT, greatest of all time. I was like, yes, I had to bring out the clapper. I was so excited because he's personally done a lot of work for me. So I know that you've done a lot of work with speakers, but you're transitioning, which is good. Everybody wants to grow, they want to elevate. So besides doing, like, let's say websites and EPKs and stuff like that, where are you now? How can you support people now in what you're doing? And don't worry, I already talked to him. So Kathy, Natasha, Robin, if you guys need something, he got a community out there. He ain't leaving us out to dry. But what is your
Yeah.
focus now?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, first, I still do serve speakers, but I have scaled my business back a bit, so I can just work with a couple people, at a higher price point, right, per month. Because Quinn knows, um, my personality type, I'm the type to say yes to everything and be working on 10 to 15 projects at a time, and it's just not sustainable. I've done it for 4 years, but now, I'm being a lot more smart about my workload, and I'm making a transition or a pivot, as you said, into content creation and training for Black graphic designers. So I started a YouTube channel recently. So that's my mission, is to give Black graphic designers the tools and tips and strategies that I've been able to apply to my business, so they can take their freelance game from good to go, as you said. So that's my mission right now. That's what I'm focused on. I've been feeling a pull into content creation over the past year and a half. And Eric Thomas, if you're not familiar with him, he's a motivational speaker, but he always talks about the three I's: information, income, and impact. So use the information to make the income, and then use the income to make an impact. So I'm feeling a pull into like this impact season. So that's what I'm focusing on primarily right now.
And what I love about what you're doing is what we all should be doing. You should go from doing the work to training and consulting and teaching others, kind of do the work. So Marshall definitely got his feet wet. I mean, his whole body wet in designing and doing things. And now he's moved on, which is amazing. Still having his clients, of course, but really making sure, like he said, that the people, especially people who look like us, don't just limited to, album covers or $50 logos, which I love. So I can't help myself. I'm going to highlight some of Marshall's work. because he's amazing. I have used him for a couple different things. And I'm not going to lie, like Marshall is an investment, but a great investment. And the reason why is because sometimes when you see people, work, you're like, well, why is this person that price? And I just love the way that you stuck to your business model because I paid it. And I know other people who have invested in you, as well. So this is the book cover that Marshall designed for me. This is Speak Black Woman. As you can see, Brian Olds is actually the person who wrote the foreword, which I absolutely love the design. So I just want to tell the people, Marshall, I hope you don't mind. Can you give them the story about how you came up, how you did the hand? How did you figure out the hand to do this? Because I think the story is so just awesome. And I want to tap into your creative genius because a lot of times we just think that, there's a stock photo, but how did you create this hand on this book?
I'll give you a hint. It's my hand. That's my hand. That's my hand. I couldn't find the right photo to reference. So I had a mic. It's actually up on that shelf back there. And I grabbed that mic and I took a picture of the hand and I drew it on the computer. So yeah, that's my hand. I don't have the biggest hands anyway, so it worked out. What I'm saying? I added a little, made the nails a little longer, made it look a little feminine, a little more feminine. But yeah, that's my hand. And I recorded the whole thing. So we'll be dropping that video at some point. Just that whole creative process. It's really cool.
No, I love that because I don't know many graphic designers who'd have went to that length to say, you know what, let me use my hand. Let me maybe make sure that Quinn's vision comes to life. So I just wanted to make sure that we highlighted that because I think that is just brilliant and just shows your creativity. But I can't leave you guys in the back. I want to show you the back of this cover that Marshall did as well, which I'm just in love with. And again, this should be coming out pre-orders in March. But this is the back cover that he did as well. I mean, just phenomenal work. What I love about your design eye is the fact that it's not cookie cutter. Like I feel like I see a lot of things that you could tell that are templated, but I can tell that like this was like your organic design. So can you talk about when you do work with speakers and consultants and coaches, like tell us like what's your inspiration? How do you come up with this? And why not use a template? It's easier, but you have something different, which I just wanted to display right here.
Yeah, absolutely. So there are two types of firms, right? There are productized firms and then there are customized firms. And I prided myself on being customized, high touch, more high end. So I've never used templates from the very beginning, even though, like you said, it is easy, but I wouldn't be able to charge what I charge if I use templates. You know what I'm saying? And I like to make sure my clients, all of their work is one of one, right? We create a design language for our clients from the very beginning. And it was easy, to be honest. It was easy for you because your design language was established when we created your logo, So that's the hardest part a lot of the times when I'm working with speakers is really diving into their personal brand before the visual brand is even created, just to get into their mind and their business and their target markets, identify and prioritize those target markets so we can make sure that we're speaking to them. Because it's more than just create something that's cute and looks good. We want to resonate with your target audience. At a minimum, we just don't want to fly over their heads, right? So it's about creating something that looks good, that you can feel confident in, and something that just doesn't fly over the head. So your logo, it should identify, right? It shouldn't explain. So you don't have a microphone in your logo, right? We just created something that's simple, it's memorable, it's timeless, versatile, and appropriate, and it's you. Right. So we did that. So we we created your whole website based on the design language we established. So once I got to the book, it was pretty easy. Gave you a couple different concepts to choose from. And we chose this one and kind of expanded on it based on your feedback. So once the logo is created, and that serves as the anchor to a design language for any client. And, that's the hardest part. And we did that. So everything else is easy.
No, great stuff. Great stuff. So I'm just going to give you a tally list. Don't be trying to count up my coins either on how much I've invested in Marshall. Just know that this is how good this man is. Okay. So let me give you a list of things that Marshall has done for me. And I don't even know if you remember all these things, Marshall, but he has created my website, QuinnConyers.com. So that is Marshall's work. Also, the book cover for Speak Black Woman. He has done my EPK, which is my speaker one sheet, which is fabulous as well. He has done my banner. So when the world opens back up, you know how you go and you see these speaker banners? He's done my banner. He's also done my table throw. So when I am selling books, I have a customized tablecloth that is also branded. So that's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 things that this man has created for me. So let's get back to this, right? Because I mentioned website, book, EPK, banner, table throw. If somebody is a speaker, a coach, or consultant right now, what are some of the must-have marketing and branding materials that can make them identifiable? Because I always hear, oh, you need a one sheet. Oh, you need a logo. Oh, you need your particular talk. But from a design perspective, what is a non-negotiable, not a nice to have? Because some things are just nice to have. Like I know for a fact the table throw and a banner is a nice to have, right? That's like taking over. But what are those 3 or 4 things that if you want to show up and make a noise and speak visibly, what are those things that a speaker, author, coach must have right now, especially to make their digital presence known and felt?
Yeah, absolutely. Yep. So you got those things done. So I would definitely say a website. But sometimes my clients or just newer speakers in general, they don't have enough to invest into a full website. So they'll get like a landing page done, and that's fine. You could do a lot with the landing page and then build out from there. So a speaker landing page would be you will want to have a nice headshot. So that's a non-negotiable. At least one, 1 to 2. I'm not saying you got to go have an expensive photo shoot, but get you a nice headshot, a photo of you speaking or a photo of you in action, some testimonials, a list of your core services. So a lot of my clients are speakers, coaches, and consultants. So they may have a speaking side of their business, a coaching side of their business. So that you want to identify what those core services are, have a couple testimonials, a booking form. So like those are like basic things you can have on your landing page. If you have any videos of you speaking, you want to add that there. But like at a minimum, I would definitely get a landing page, a personal brand logo. I highly recommend that because like I said, it serves as an anchor for your design language that's established. Um, so other than that, I mean that's pretty good. I wouldn't say a press kit is required, because not everybody has those. But when we do them, our clients they have a lot of success. Because that's something that you can send out to somebody via email, versus sending them to your website and hope they see everything that's on your website. So I would say get one done if you can, but if not, definitely have a personal brand logo and a simple landing page.
No, yeah, that's good stuff. And I actually reached out to Marshall. I'll go ahead and let the cat out the bag. I had my EPK done and I was using it, but because it went virtual, I'm actually updating my EPK to have a virtual. So actually Tuesday, I had a speaking engagement and I had my person come to the house and take some actual shots of me speaking virtually. So now I can have like my virtual EPK, but now I can also position myself as a virtual presenter. But there was a
hmm
couple of things that you mentioned that was so good. I wanted to make sure that nobody missed. You talked about a headshot. Okay.
hmm
If you have a headshot, because I mean, you got to have a headshot. That's like elementary school, right? Go ahead and put headshot in the comments. I'm just curious. And if you're listening live, go ahead and check off the imaginary headshot box. Because I know some of you guys are catching us, Facebook, you can see us. Some of us, you are listening at your leisure. Thank you so much for downloading the Speak Black Woman app. But I just wanted to make sure that you had that. You said an action shot, some of your core services. And that
hmm
is really important because keynote speaker, panelists, moderator, MC, all those are different services. Or like you said, if you're a consultant or a coach, that needs to happen and be there. Videos, right? Y'all speakers. So you can't talk about you're the greatest speaker and there's no clips. We need to hear you,
hmm
see you, all that
Yeah.
good stuff. So that is something good as well. So let's talk about some of the tech, right? Because what I love about you, Marshall, is if you guys have ever been to Marshall's, like I've stalked his Facebook page, like the way he has this like 120 banner on the back of his cover, I'm like, oh my gosh, all of that. Even the cam that I'm working with right now, I got it from Marshall, right? Like got my whole life together. So let's talk about some of the tools that speakers need so they can be seen and heard. Are there like a couple of like either microphones or
hmm
lighting or webcams that we should have that you want to share?
Yeah, absolutely. So, when you're doing in-person engagements, I highly recommend getting yourself a lavalier microphone and like a Zoom H1. So, and it's like a little device. I wish I had one in arm's reach, but it's like a little recording device. It's a microphone where you can stick in an SD card and you can basically put that in your pocket to get phenomenal audio with a lavalier microphone. I don't have one close to me. I should have had one, but because audio is extremely important, especially when it comes to showcasing your speaking ability. It's almost more important than the video. So you don't want to have great video but bad audio. I would
Mm.
rather you have good audio and okay video, right? So that's for in-person engagements. So for virtual engagements like this, my go-to setup is a Canon M50, and I use Ecamm like I mentioned earlier. It's a live streaming software, but it is Mac only. But for PC, I believe StreamYard works just fine. But if you're on a Mac, definitely grab Ecamm. And so I'm on a Canon M50, which is a small mirrorless camera, and I'm able to use this as a webcam as opposed to the camera that comes on your computer. So you can also, if you don't have a budget for that, because this camera is maybe about $500, but if you don't have a budget for that, I would check out like a Logitech C920. I believe that's what Quinn has, or a Logitech Brio. So it just gives you a higher quality camera than your actual laptop camera. And microphones, you can get something like a Samsung Q2U. I don't know if that's
That's
what
what
you
I
have.
have. That's what you told
Okay.
me to get. I'm a student, Marshall. I'm a student.
Good,
The
good, good,
webcam
good.
he mentioned, I bought, and also the microphone that I'm using now is Marshall's recommendation.
Yeah, it sounds great, right? Yep. So you can get that. Another one is Audio Technica ATR 2100 is another good microphone. And then you can step it up to something like this, which is a Shure SM7B. When they actually have another one that's a bit less expensive because this is about $400, but they have one that's like I think 299 or maybe 250. It's called the MV7, the Shure MV7. And then that's just plug and play, and that's been getting great reviews as well. So I'll say this: it's easy. Well, if let's say you have $1,000 or whatever, all it takes is about $1,000 to get into the 1% of your virtual look for your engagements. You know what I'm saying? So everybody's doing it these days. So don't you want to set yourself apart? If you want to set yourself apart, go ahead and get a budget together and invest in your setup, your look. I'm not saying you have to have this whole elaborate setup like in the background, but as long as your audio is phenomenal, your video is phenomenal, because this stuff lives forever online, right? So you just want to
Mm-hmm.
show up the right way. You want to show up and set yourself apart. When people are scrolling on their time, let's say you're going live on Facebook like this. When people are scrolling, you want them to stop. Say, okay, what they talking about? They look serious. Quinn, she taking this thing serious. So you
Right.
you wanted them to stop because people they on Facebook and they just scrolling. So you want to be able to have some scroll stoppers, right? So yeah, just hook your setup up a little bit.
Yeah, scroll stoppers. I love that. And really quickly, repeat maybe like just the mic and the camera
Hmm.
that people should use because I know you went pretty fast. Just kind
Yeah.
of one more time.
Yeah, so Canon M50, I recommend. It's like the entry level mirrorless camera from Canon. I use Ecamm Live to live stream, and
Hmm.
I'm able to use that to allow my camera to be used as a webcam. So I have the same look for Zoom, for any kind of live streams, Facebook Lives, YouTube live videos, and things of that nature. Microphones, Samson. It's not Samsung, it's Samson. So Samson Q2U. That's the microphone Quinn has. The
Hmm.
Audio Technica ATR 2100. Um, and then this is the Shure SM7B. So SHURE SM7B. It's kind of overkill, but I like it. And, the Shure MV7 is like a smaller version of this as well.
Awesome. Great stuff. And listen, this is going to live on forever, like Marshall said. So if there's something that he said, go back, watch the replay. I mean, this is the good thing about, a podcast, or you can always upload it. Once you download it, I'm sorry, you can always go back and listen because this will
Mm-hmm.
be on there. So he gave some great stuff. So if people contact you now, what should they be contacting you for? Because I don't want to send somebody to you, Marshall, for a logo. They're like, I don't do logos. This man is booked and busy. I think he said he's
Yes.
booked out until like July. He got
Mhm.
some information. So I'm privileged to be able to snatch
Yes.
him up, right? Because I know he's busy because he's off doing, he does work with Eric Thomas, y'all. Like he is, I told you, one of the greatest, that are out there. So if people are contacting you or connecting with you, what should they be reaching out to you about? I just want to make sure it's in alignment for you.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm not like big time or anything like that. You can
You
still
are, but you are.
no, you can still reach me. If you want to work with me, just go ahead and fill out the form on our website. So we do work with high level speakers with a track record of success. But let's say you're a newer speaker and you just want to reach out and see and just just inquire. And I actually have a group of about 200 designers that I mentor, and I'm plugging them in with my leads, to be honest with you. So if it's not a good fit for you and I due to budget or availability, then I have people that I could refer you to. So it's about 20 high level designers in there that are ready to work with clients at a high level that I kind of plug in with my leads. So I'm kind of like a matchmaker of sorts. So you could fill out the form and just indicate that you'd like to be connected to another designer, and just I would just kindly ask that you let us know your budget so I can connect you with the right person that's in your price range. But let's say you're working on something and you just want some feedback, or you have a logo, like, hey, can you let me know what you think of this? When I get some time, I'll just record a quick video and let you know what my feedback is, that you could take it to another designer or just work on it however you see fit. You could do that as well. So my email for that is marshall at 120designstudio.com.
Okay,
And
repeat that one more time.
yep, it's Marshall, so it's 2 L's on Marshall at 120 Design Studio, so the number 120designstudio.com.
Perfect. Natasha, type that in the chat box. Marshall at 120 Designs with an S, right?
Design Studio.
Design Studio. Marshall at
Yeah,
120designstudio.com. So go
right.
ahead and type that. Also, you getting some love in the comments. Natasha Hardy says $1,000 will get your audio right. We also
And
got
video.
and video. Leona Carter says Marshall got me all the way together
Coach
with my
Carter.
logo. We also have
Elicio.
Elicio Wade a third. We are live, and he
That's
got
my
the
guy.
fire. So just good stuff. We got Ari saying that she got her headshot. So I'm loving it. So she just mentioned, where and how you can connect with him. And again, this is going to be available. So Marshall, what would be your last words, especially now that we are in a digital society where conference calls, communication, and connection? What would be your insight or your advice? Somebody's like, oh my gosh, $1,000. Where do I start? Do I get the logo? Do I get, like, where do I start? Let's just quiet the noise, right? They are a speaker, they are an entrepreneur, and they want to be seen and heard online. Where is the best way to start right now, 2021, even we're in a pandemic?
This is good, Quinn, because to be honest, this spans multiple industries right now, right? It's all about your messaging. Like, what is your mission right now? You have to go to the drawing board first and figure that out. Like, what is your message? Who are you speaking to specifically? Like, name that person. What are they going through right now? Because everything else is irrelevant. I know people who with no logo that are killing it, right?
Right.
So I'm not up here like, oh, you need to have this or you're not going to have success. That's not the case at all. It's not the case at all. If you're laser focused on who it is that you serve, that's the most important thing to get clear on, because everything else will kind of fall into place, right?
Good.
I would get clear on who it is that you serve and what your message is. How can you help that person? Because people's lives depend on you. They depend on you. There's people out there that I can't even believe I'm touching. People that are making carousels from my teachings. I'm like, I've never even met this person. And I'm not a quote unquote speaker, right? So I would just get clear on that first and foremost, and then you can go ahead and start investing into things to get your message out there. But don't let none of this stop you. Don't let any of this stop you. Pick up your cell phone, go live, right? Be strategic, but go live and speak to that person, reach that person. And then as you can, go ahead and start making these investments to upgrade your setup and your visual identity and your brand and all of that. But don't let it stop you. Don't get paralysis by analysis where you're getting overwhelmed and you think you have to have the best camera and lighting and all of that and a logo to get your message out there. You don't.
Awesome. Love it. Love it. Words of wisdom from Marshall Fox. Absolutely love it. I appreciate you giving us some of your time and attention today. And again, one more time, if people want to connect with you, learn more about you, what is your website so people can go and connect with you there?
Yep. So 120designstudio.com is the main website for design. I'm working on my personal brand website as well. But I'll just put out a call for if there are any designers that are in your networks, any designers that you've worked with, please direct them to my YouTube channel. I would appreciate it, especially if they're Black designers, because my channel isn't specifically for designers or exclusively for Black designers, but it's especially for Black designers because I just see the gaps that we face in this space unnecessarily. So I'm giving the game away. I'm giving it all away. I'm doing a lot of planning, and I'm going to be putting out a lot of content really soon. So please direct them to the YouTube channel and just search Marshall Fox in YouTube, or it's just youtube.com/MarshallFox120.
Oh, awesome. And Natasha got your website in the comments. That way it's clickable and we can go from there. As always, Marshall Fox, thank you so much for joining us for the Speak Black Woman podcast. I know that you dropped some nuggets. I mean, you were saying letters
So.
and acronyms I didn't know about. I just was writing down. You know, every time I have a guest on, I'm taking notes because I'm always a student. But I just appreciate you. I love your design work. I'm definitely the unofficial president of the fan club of Marshall Fox, like, because I just love how you are designing and creative. So I just appreciate your words of wisdom for everybody. And as always, if this is your first time catching me, this is the Speak Black Woman podcast. Each and every Wednesday at 4:00 Eastern Standard Time, I bring you awesome and amazing guests like Marshall Fox that will literally up-level your business, your career, especially if you are a speaker or an entrepreneur. That is who I am bringing to you on this particular platform. So again, Marshall, thank you so much for joining me. And for
Thank you.
everybody
Thank
else,
you.
listen, this episode was awesome. Thank you so much for the information. We will see you next Wednesday, 4:00, with another new guest that's literally going to show you how to make your voice visible in today's society. So I'll talk to you soon.
Peace.